Well, tomorrow's going to be a mess locally across the Charlotte area as we'll be tracking not only widespread storms, but quick areas of heavy rain, also known as downpours. And it's not going to be the situation where you can just wait a couple minutes and the storm goes away, but it could be you're stuck in your car, in your house, waiting for hours for those rain areas to kind of not only go away, because they probably won't, but at least start to become a bit lighter. We're also going to be watching the risk for locally damaging wind gusts that could topple over trees and power lines. We've seen this all summer long with storms that didn't even reach severe criteria, plus with heavy rain, quick areas of soil to be very, very, very loose and very, very slick. And so a quick gust of probably even 25 to 30 miles an hour will be able to take anything down. Excessive rainfall outlook is also shifted to the west, so now including all of our local 22 counties under that medium risk for excessive rain, which is essentially a medium risk for localized flooding. And in this case, it is going to be everyone that sees rain is going to get heavy rain at times, but it might not sit over you for hours and hours, because those are going to be those special spots that see training storms where you see heavy rain that sits for hours and hours. When it comes to tonight, we're not going to see a lot of storms. We will have a couple right around that 7 to 8 o'clock hour, but that's going to be few and far between. A few more storms moving eastbound there closer to Greensboro and Raleigh by 11 o'clock, but otherwise we are largely dry heading into tomorrow. The reason why we're seeing these training storms that last for hours, is because of two different systems. We have a northwest cold front coming in, bringing storms early for the mountains. And at the same time, we have the sea breeze all the way toward the coastline that's shifting inland due to that easterly to southeasterly wind. So with the combination of essentially two cold fronts moving together, or two frontal boundaries, plus a warm and humid air mass overhead, that sets up the perfect setup for consistent rainfall, maturing thunderstorms that eventually dissipate and create gust fronts or outflow boundaries. So eventually the storms kind of form upon themselves. And that's why those areas of heavy rain can sometimes last for hours. So this doesn't mean that everyone gets heavy rain and everyone sees localized flooding, but that means that your friends in Kannapolis could see 2 inches of rain and you might only get 1/4 of an inch. There's no exact perfect, pinpointing where the heaviest bands are setting up. But what we're looking for is we're talking about the fact that there could be drastic differences between you and your neighbor, whether it's a street over or a couple streets over. And so with that being said, they could see localized flooding while you don't see much. And so we have to be hyper aware of not only what we're getting, but what other folks are getting as well. That could mean localized flooding impacting, the road to get to where you need to be Friday night or even Saturday morning, with some of those remnant showers lingering into early in the day. The good news is behind this, we do get some slightly drier air mixing in for Sunday, Monday, especially. We might even feel it as early as Saturday night. So again, when it comes to exact pinpointing the heaviest rain bands, there's no exact perfect science for that. But notice Monroe getting just over 1/4 inch versus multiple inches in cities just a couple miles away. So that's going to be the drastic difference that we need to watch out for on Friday. Again, afternoon and evening, main time frame here from pretty much start to finish of the heaviest rain will be 2 p.m. to midnight. And I know that's a big window of time, about 10 hours. However, again, multiple hours, you could see some of those storms. Here's a Jerry Hunt Supercenter 7-day forecast. By Saturday morning, we have cleared the shelter. Charlotte FC is at home. Very limited rainfall, but we truly start to feel that drier air mixing in for Sunday through early next week.